System error. Alignment unknown.
So you start to head down the hillock that you're currently placed upon, down towards Waterdeep, knowing that you're going to have to pass it to get towards the Sumber Hills. You two follow?
Give it quite a hefty berth. Quite a wide.
So you're trying to go round, keeping away from the wall, not walking up to the wall. Cool. So let me just get my sweet little map up so I can work out what we're doing.
Little map.
So. Cool. Rather than heading directly down, actually, I tell a lie. You start to head towards Waterdeep, but you know that essentially, if you're heading towards the Sumber Hills, you've got to head directly north. However, to head down to Waterdeep from where you currently are, you'd be just off north, going northwest-ish, so north by northwest. So you're actually heading further away as you get slightly closer and then head further past it. It's almost like the circle with the line, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To the listeners, that made perfect sense, right?
Yes, the circle with the line.
Next time you're at home and you have a spare minute, put a ruler next to an orange and see what happens. They're starting at one side of the orange and moving to the other side.
A tangent.
Or a tangerine.
Nice.
I have disadvantage.
Delete this podcast.
Yeah. Sell everything, we're moving. I'll have disadvantage on the next roll. I'll do it to myself. Anyway, so you guys start to head down. It's fairly early in the morning, even though you've taken a good 6 hours sleep. There's not been much of a camp to put away, so you're not really spending an hour or two packing away. It's about 9 in the morning at latest as you head down towards the edge of Waterdeep. You start to come up within the next hour or so, come by the side of the wall of Waterdeep, and then immediately kind of beeline past it, hoping that nobody can see you. Just make perception checks whilst you're looking. Oh, that book nearly went somewhere. I thought that was going.
Perception was that?
Yes.
14.
14.
Whole 10.
10.
That was yes, that was perception. 5.
Lovely. So you're all looking up, kind of like more so Brandis, who seems to be quite worried that there's going to be guards on the wall watching and looking down, but there doesn't seem to be anyone on post as you walk past the area nearest to the wall. Just seems to be general kind of battlements and other things like that. There doesn't seem to be any eyes peeking over. And you head north. Is there anything you'd like to do whilst heading north? Otherwise, we will do that beautiful thing that D&D can do and travel 3 days in the space of a second.
I mean, I literally have no idea what's going on because I've never been outside of Waterdeep, so everything's new and fresh. I'm just looking around like, what the frick? Trees? What? Just sort of like, whoa.
Sometimes they have pink bits on them and fruit.
Yeah, no, I was... Rinwen, God bless you. That was
You were trying to say something.
I just try to look like I know what I'm doing.
Cool.
That fills me with so much confidence.
So, you guys spend the next 3 days travelling directly north. You're following Punch's lead, who seems to have this kind of arrogant, know-it-all fashion about her, where it's like, right, we need to head this way when you get to, if there's a slight fork in the road or anything like that. Which doesn't happen very often, but there is occasionally a slight fork in the road or something that happens where you meet a traveller on the road and she's kind of like, we must pass them quickly. However...
We don't stop to ask directions.
No. After 3 days of entertaining Brandis with his excited kind of, what's this? It's a rock, Brandis. What's this? It's a tree, Brandis. What's this? It's me trying not to punch you, Brandis. You enter the small village of Amphail. Amphail is a very small kind of farm village, just 3 days travel north of Waterdeep, and is essentially the last stop between here and what originally would have been Tribor, which is a good week's travel north. And then again another like 5 days to a week's travel going to Mirabar. So with the settlement being built in Sumber Hills, you realise that this placing of the Pioneers group has been quite fortuitous. Entering Amphail, you see the small kind of wheat and cabbage patches of the outlying farms. There are kids playing in the fields, running up and down the corn rows. There is just the occasional cow or a pig just sat in a field. And you start to reach the outskirts of the very shantytown-like village where everything's very small. Everything is a minimalist kind of wooden building with very nondescript features on the outskirts until you get to the centre where there's a small kind of circle with what seems to be the artisanal shops around the centre of the town, of the village, sorry, and a statue of a hero fighting off a dragon in the centre.
Well, that's ostentatious. Can I have a look like a bit closer at the statue?
Yeah.
A bit inquisitive.
Are you looking to see if you recognise it or anything like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, make a history check.
Can I wander over and do the same?
13.
Yeah, both of you make history checks whilst you walk over.
10.
10. So both of you start to look at this statue. It's very much the typical armoured knight with a sword facing up at this dragon as it rears down above him. It's quite a small dragon in scale. The entire thing is kind of very minimal size, so it's kind of like the human is what would be about a gnome size. The dragon is about the size of a large kind of vrock, if anyone remembers the weird birds of D&D. If you don't, Google it now and come back to us. And I'm sorry I got it wrong. The dragon you both remember is a famous red dragon throughout the land known as Themberchord. And this was essentially one of the meeting points before Themberchord went underground, quite literally went underground. He currently resides in the city of Gauntlegrim. No, not Gauntlegrim. Damn it, Stephen! We almost did this. He lives in the city of Gracklestall in the Underdark, where he originally wanted to be like the king of the surface world. He nearly achieved it. There was one adventuring group that seemed to put him back in his place, and then he kind of pretended that he was just putting the fight off because he didn't want to kill anymore, and went to be fed beer barrels and gold by dwarves. For more information, play Out of the Abyss, a great new... Sorry, what? I'm not working for Wizard of the Coast yet. Anyway.
What are you thinking, Brandis?
It's a fairly impressive statue.
Is this the scales?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I've been having a think. Actually, I was trying to tell you when we went to the pub. It's fine. So, potion. I don't know how much you know, but there are a group of sorcerers descended from dragons. I mean, they look a bit on the dragon scaly kind of side. I don't know if that's of any use or a lead.
I was going to get out on the book she got me the Draconic Ancestry one, but that one.
Yeah, no, that would be the one.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way.
That's fine.
Also, get out a small bit of crocheting. Thank you, by the way.
You now realise that he wasn't staring up over the sea, he was doing crochet.
You're so damn talented.
It's just,
Well,
it was actually folded in the page.
Can I find some health potions?
Health
please?
potions, lovely. So you start to look around, you notice, and this is for all of you as well, because you after this conversation you notice that Punch is kind of wandering around. You notice that there are very few shops in the village circle or village square. There is an apothecary, there is a blacksmith, there is a tavern, there is an armory, and that's it.
I can look to Rinwen like, you might want to go to the
Actually,
the potion
sorry,
house.
there is also a what's the word for it? A bazaar. We'll call it a bazaar. The sort of place you'd go for magic items, but somewhere that the rare kind of shop where they're like, we have a little bit of everything, but we're not sure what it does.
Bazaar.
Yeah.
A bazaar, as I said.
So,
So you find the apothecary if you're looking to have potions.
A charity shop.
Charity shop, yes, where the Holy Grail lives, according to Neil Gaiman. Yes, please.
Yes. Can I wander in?
Yep.
Lean, cool and casual like.
So you step into this kind of... I do this joke every time, and I hope that the podcast enjoys it, because I enjoy it every time. You walk into the vape shop, where there's literally nothing on sale. There is nothing at all apart from two very thin shelves with little vials across the side, and high rent.
I follow her in.
Cool, so you both come in just as you hear, sorry, 10 seconds, right with you! And a small gnomish woman comes round the side of the overly sized counter and just walks through here. Hello! Sorry, welcome to the, what's the word?
Apothecary?
no.
Bless you. The apothecary, yes, the apothecary.
Pharmacy.
No, we don't do farms here, that's out, sorry, how may I help you? Any arms or palms or...
Do you do any health potions?
We can do health potions. I can't speak for myself.
Could you give me some pricing for the health potions?
50 gold for a regular health potion, 500 gold for the superior health potion. No, it's not the super health potion, it's the greater health potion. It's 5,050 gold for the superior. We've only got 2 of those in stock.
I've got a gold ring.
You've got a gold
would
ring?
you accept that?
Do I look like a pawn shop?
Is there a pawn shop here?
I'm pretty sure a very charismatic and beautiful voice has told you what sort of shops are in the village. I don't know why, I just feel like someone's told you already. You seem like the sort of person who's looked around the shops already to see if you can find anything. Did you see a pawn shop?
No.
You did see a bazaar. That could be a pawn shop.
It could be a pawn shop. But no. Okay.
Puns don't work if the word sounds exactly the same.
I think it's very funny. I might be
Man,
on this.
we're really making this episode last.
That's
Shopping
exactly how a pun works.
Okay, let's continue. Yes. 50
Can I
gold.
have one regular for 50 gold,
On
please?
regular, fantastic. And she kind of runs back into the back office area and comes back with just a very small crate. Puts it in front of you, lifts it up, lifts up the lid, and brings up a small vial to you. Very red, viscous liquid inside a small cork bottle. Lifts up 50 gold.
Here you go. Pass the 50
Thank
gold
you.
over.
Takes 50 gold, hands you the bar.
So is that 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2, yes.
Could I get one as well, please?
Yes, regular
Yes.
or
I can only really afford one regular.
fantastic. Takes another one, hands it to you. 50 gold.
Thank you. I give the money.
Thank you. Don't leave me hanging here.
Sorry.
Anything else for you? Do you need anything?
Who's in charge around here?
Me?
The town. village.
Oh, that would be the council.
Which council?
Well, essentially, once every week we meet up on a Sunday and we all kind of just sit in the nice kind of city. We sit in the village circle around the statue, and the barman kind of stands there and says, "Right, these are the issues that we've had this week," and we all make a vote. There are those that seem to have very brash decisions on the votes. We call them Republicans.
Thank you. I have a A regular health potion. And what's about a statue in the centre there?
And to that was when Femberchord tried to come and take the. We used to be a bigger village. Then Femberchord came, but we had a unlikely group of heroes come and help us. I can't remember their names, but there was this one lad who seemed to do quite well and fought off the dragon, and he's not been seen for quite many years.
It's always the way.
Isn't it just? For some reason, heroes turn up and then a dragon turns up. Every time.
Must
Without
be very
fail.
tiring.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. Anyway, yes.
Sorry, what
50
was your
gold for
name?
your...
Pass it across.
Sorry?
Sorry, what was your name?
Agathis.
Nice to meet you. Look at this.
What is your name?
My name is Rinwen.
Can I just like put my face in my hand? Just like, fuck.
Not Rinwen.
Is she holding her mask because of you or me?
I've got a headache. It's fine.
She's not wearing a mask then. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you. I think we should be heading out now, guys.
If you need anything else, remember, Agathis's ailments have you covered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Desner Valley, how far away, sorry?
Deserin Valley, you're about 3 days travel. 3 days? Yeah, 3 days travel. If you travel north, follow the main road, you'll hit Red Larch. It seems to be the main hub.
Smashing. Thank you very much. Oh, you haven't seen any group of people from Waterdeep travelling through the last week or so?
Oh, there was this one lad who came through, had a health potion or two, had a lovely little dog with him.
No people in fine roads,
No.
dressed a bit like me.
No, we haven't. Just had bloke all in black, had a lovely little dog with him.
I'm sorry, what?
Bloke all in black had a lovely little dog with him.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I head out the shop towards the bazaar, please?
You can indeed.
Can I head out as well?
Lovely. So, you both, I imagine all three of you are going to step out into the area. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you step out into the village square, and again you step towards to one of the other shops. This time, this one, rather than the kind of very innocuous and unknowing characteristics of just a small wooden building, there is this kind of elaborately painted purple and lilac building, which has the bazaar over the top.
How very bizarre.
You step in, and there is a quite tall red dragonborn just thumbing through a book. As you come in, there is a couple of like weird kind of. You'll love this place. It's got like loads of taxidermy hanging from the ceiling.
I start picking them up and looking really closely.
Okay, so they're hanging from the ceiling, so you're not picking up. You're just kind of pulling them towards you from the road. Yeah, you start to find bats. You find toads. You find eagles. You find at one point a blood eagle.
I just leaned across to Punch and be like, she'll probably be a while. Just
She's quiet for once.
I get Squibs out and like, look, it's your brother.
Well, she was quiet.
I go towards the Dragonborn.
Yep.
Quite cautiously. Hello. Yeah, excuse me. Hello.
Hello.
Quick question.
Yes.
I don't mean to offend, and I get an arm out and go,
Ah, sorcerer, are you?
oh, apparently so, yes. This is fun and new, and I don't really know a lot about what this is. What?
That's an arm.
Yeah, it is an arm, and it's also an arm currently inflicted, not inflicted, featuring a number of scales that weren't there before.
Have you not had the scale? Okay. So, from my adventures and my travels around the world, I seem to remember that sorcerers are normally born with their scales, if they're of a
Yes.
draconic line, so they're kind of used to their scales being there.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine they would have been.
Yes.
I just kind of want to know what... Look, I've been reading this book, I get the book out and I say, but it's crap, frankly.
Okay.
What... So I know there's different colours, there's different everything.
Yours is gold. That means that you're resistant to fire. You have the blood of a brass, not a brass, a gold dragon running through your veins, obviously, and your body is reacting with it. You'll start to notice that you're quite handy with a fire spell. When you get hit by fire damage, it seems to like almost ripple off you and doesn't do as much effect as it should. You'll later find yourself, your skin hardens a little bit and you find yourself a bit more harder to hit sort of thing.
To put it bluntly, is this in any way, again, don't want to be mean, reversible at all?
I mean, I wouldn't know, being someone who doesn't dabble in the... There was... No, that wasn't... There was a small cult trying to... Have you seen Deadpool?
We had one in the...
My ears prick up at dead and just look like...
we had one in the... where I used to work.
So, to help the DM get his quota of references in, there was a small community trying to find the DNA of certain adventurers, and one such group seemed to manage to extract certain qualities of, say, magicians, wizards, and they found the arcane gene, so to speak.
What group was this? Sorry.
That would be the Order of the Pale Knight. I think it was. Something like that. But they died out years ago. Core of Tyr, there's this whole thing, the fight between the Order of the Pale Knight and the Order of, the name escapes me. The Sunken King, that was it, yes.
Thank you, you've been very helpful. I sort of wander off.
Lovely. Sorry, madam, could you stop playing with the
Sorry.
animals? Thank you.
Can I just have like a look around to see what he's got?
We won't have any things on sale out here, sorry, madam. We will, I can give you a brief tally of things. What's your price range?
I have a gold ring.
You have a gold ring.
pretty
May I
nice.
look at your gold ring?
Pass it over.
40 gold.
I think it's a bit nicer than that.
Take it somewhere else then.
I'll take the 40 gold.
Fantastic. Takes the gold ring, just does this kind of weird gesture. It just disappears out of his hand, and then hands you 40 gold from the till. So, as I asked, what's your price range?
60.
60. I would go find somewhere else.
Succinct. I like it. I walk out the door.
Bye bye. Come again. You're still here. How are you doing?
I'm so happy.
Okay. Well, are you buying?
No.
Okay, get out.
I just kind of lean over to a crow. I'll come back for you. And just back out looking at it.
And Brandis, did you say you left, or did you say you just...
I'm gonna look away, kind of just deep in thought, look up and go.
You left?
Thank you.
By all means, next time. So,
Scooby-Doo walk out there.
so you enter the space again. Enter the space. Enter the village square. What do you guys want to do? As we do our first episode of shopping.
It's so exciting. I like shopping with very little gold.
I just, right. I don't know about you lot, but it's been 3 days of quite hard graft, sleeping on the floor, and generally me missing mod cons a lot. So, I just turn my head and walk into the tavern.
Lovely. So you head over to the tavern, which has this kind of very ornate 3 arrows made of silver over the top of the door. It is indeed called the Silver Arrows Inn. You step in, and there's a very nice kind of gentle music playing. There's a bard in the corner just lightly playing on a lute. There's a number of barrels that have been placed upright and used as tables around the area, as there's a bar across the back wall where there is a slim elven figure just leant against the back wall. As you come in, hello, lovely. Welcome to the Silver Arrows Inn. May I take your order?
Oh yeah, sorry. My complete mistake. Quick question: Is this tavern on the Diplomat's Trail from Waterdeep?
Not as such. We get the odd person come through every now and then. Someone who needs to take a quick rest. Someone who wants to get a quick beverage on the way through. Are you looking for?
Can I quickly ask?
Yes.
Do they have a tab open?
A tab open? No. The only tab I have open is for Brent's Whistle, and he hasn't been seen in the past few days.
Don't worry. Sorry, who?
Brent's Whistle. Small, dwarvish figure.
Okay, that's fine.
Very good with axes.
Aren't they all?
Well, that
sorry.
seems a little bit
Like-
racist, and I'm against dwarves.
Like, mysteriously missing, or...
Well, he's kind of like the Dershing Shay of...
Just suppose I don't get that reference in-game or out-game.
So, just for anyone who didn't study theatre, Dershing Shay did this amazing performance where he literally set up throughout a year he would not go and live in a building. He lived on the streets.
Oh, that chappy.
Yes, and he essentially set up meeting points where you could go and meet him in like a park or something like that throughout the year and kind of talk to you about his story. But anyway, yeah, he kind of just wanders off, does his own thing.
And comes back.
Yeah, he
Okay.
quite good at that.
How much for a nail, sir?
An ale, I would charge you a silver.
Smashing.
Were you thinking about staying the night?
Gold for a room.
Yes.
Not too bad, really.
We're not anything special, but you get a nice feather mattress.
I'm sure it's lovely.
I was looking at him after 3 days of sleeping on the floor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say 1, 2, 3, 9 beers,
9 beers, lovely.
and 3 rooms, please.
3 rooms, lovely.
Yeah.
Let's call it 3 gold all in.
Smashing.
Yeah.
Let's throw 3 gold gently into the air.
all of us, or
For all of the
Or each.
rooms and the drinks.
That's all in.
All of you. All in all.
I've got
He's
this.
done a deal because you've also ordered drinks and...
I've got this, don't worry.
can I just sort of
Please.
salute him with my tankard and be like, thank you?
Enjoy. So, would you like me to leave you to it, or do you want... I mean, there's that thing of the town gossip being the tavern. Do I need to...
What is the gossip?
I mean, have you seen the size of the village?
About 8 of you. How are your weekly meetings that you don't at all chair in any way and take a lead on?
Well, there was a very beautiful option where we kind of offered the higher up of the... People hold a tavern owner in quite high regard. They hold a blacksmith in quite high regard. So we basically put it to a vote on who they wanted, and I got the win.
Well done.
But yes.
So, how's it been going using my amazing power of court functionary?
How's it been going court functionary wise? We don't really we don't really hold court in that way.
Gives me knowledge of inner workings of any government.
So,
Boom!
Okay.
This counts as a government.
this does indeed.
The most boring character background in the world.
So,
how's it going? How do your meetings go?
quite quick, we meet up, see if anyone's got any problems. The village try to fix it if there are problems. The last one we had was Agathis forgot where she put her keys. Luckily, the blacksmith knew where they were, and that was the end of that one.
That seems
So
quite
it's quite
sweet.
quiet then.
Yes.
I was going to look up and go to Rinwen and say, do you know, I'm possibly biased, but this sounds perfectly simple. Have you got a big book of codes?
No. Oh,
This
mind you.
place is heaven.
Oh,
Mind the keg, it's 40 years old.
sorry, that's probably 40 years old, but I'm sure that's... Oh, no,
Go on.
no codes. It's fine. I was going to say it's too old, because the oak would have rotted inside and...
Not if you keep good care of it, my man. And arcane being what it is, we keep good quality.
Yep, you force of habit.
It's fine.
Just drink one of the beers.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before they go to bed, by the sounds of it?
Drink my beer.
Lovely.
Stay quiet.
Sure. And is there any gossip? You didn't answer.
Well, what sort of gossip do you want?
The kind of gossip that we could use in, let's say, a fun campfire story.
Old Lester lost his arm at one point.
Oh, let me guess. No codes.
No codes.
Let's drink the other beer. There have been a decent health and safety standard, and
Oh, we have a decent health and safety standard. We have an apothecary.
As I'm like drinking, I'm not actually
Simpler
drinking
times.
that much. I'm just like siphoning some into each of their beers, so
Make
that
a
I
sleight of
don't
hand
drink
check.
much, if any at all.
Simpler times.
What's your passive perceptions?
9.
9.
Well, good for
What's-
you.
what's-
7.
7. You both see this happening. She keeps every now and then pouring her drink into yours.
Can I pour it back into hers?
Yeah, you're doing it obviously, just checking.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
obviously.
so you just see her every now and then pouring drink back into yours. Well, if you don't mind, you'll notice that there's not many takers in. You're happy to go up to your room.
One final thing.
Yes?
Sorry, you didn't happen to see a small group of dignitaries walk past, say, a fortnight ago, dressed like this, but fancier.
No, not at all. Haven't seen one.
Someone's being really boring. I think you should go to bed.
No.
You just
Drink my beer. Okay.
So you all go up to bed.
But you didn't drink your beer.
I just get up and I
Just
leave
go,
them.
go, lovely.
So
I'm gonna get up and go.
So you each retire to your rooms. Make
Your beer.
perception checks with disadvantage as you sleep throughout the night. I know that you have trance, but you're still at disadvantage because you're in a dreamlike state.
That's fine. 12.
What's that perception, did you
Yes,
say?
please.
13.
13. Disadvantage. Look at you two.
17.
17. Look at you.
Ooh.
Bitch!
We roll better when asleep than we do normally.
Clarity and sleep. So throughout the night, you have quite a nice rest, especially for Brandis, who is so used to his dow pillows and other things like that. And it is you who is first awoken, Rinwen, by the sound of smashing and crashing downstairs. You two follow shortly after. You can hear what sounds like a bit of a Barney downstairs.
can I get my sword out, please?
Yep, so you just pull your sword. Just because I'm an asshole, I'm assuming nobody sleeps in their armour.
I don't have any.
You don't have any.
I don't have any.
You don't have any. Do you sleep in your armour?
I'm in a strange place. I'm used to criminal stuff.
No, I know that you're. I'm just checking.
I've taken my shoes off.
Taking you. That's fine.
There we go.
So
It's not healthy to sleep in your shoes.
no. So
Good.
you all hearing this noise. What are you doing? So you're currently in the upstairs of the tavern. You know that there was a short corridor that led to some stairs that lead down straight into the bar area. It comes out just by the side of the bar.
Can I motion to the guys to
I
stay
get up.
So you're all
Yeah.
in separate rooms.
Oh, okay. I thought
So-
I
I
heard of.
immediately run to my door and look out.
I do
so
the same,
you're
and
currently-
then immediately realise I have not put on anything. And Cream's like,
In his nightshirt and all. So you all come to the corridor and see Brandis panicking, realising he's just in his nightshirt. You see that Punch basically gestures for you to stay put.
Oh, no, cream, not clothes.
Oh, cream. Oh, sorry.
I put my cream on.
Sorry.
No, I haven't put my clothes on.
I see what you mean.
Just out there, tackle out.
I
will distract you.
didn't know you were a fisherman.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Great.
Anyway, right. So, what are you doing as you tell them to wait?
I'd like to stealth downstairs to see what's happening.
Cool. Roll a stealth check.
That is... Oh, wow, that's nice. That's 24.
24, lovely. So you managing to use the quite lightly, darkly lit room. There's not a lot of light in the corridor. It seems to be just the moonlight. But your dark vision picking everything up. You can see the outlines of things around you. You come down the stairs to see the barman is currently laying slump on the floor against the bar. And there is a blackened figure heading towards the door with a small dog. Not a small dog, a quite fairly sized dog. It's not completely like Great Dane size, but it's definitely got a bit of a size to it. You notice that the dog is about the same height as this blackened figure.
Fucking hell.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to... Can I get to the barman? Just
Yeah,
to
so
check
you
he's
sneak
okay?
around on down the side of the bar as the the dog and the small humanoid starts to walk further towards the door. Are you coming up to the barman?
Yeah.
Yep. What are you doing?
Can I check if he's still alive?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine is... Oh, wow. 5.
You can't find a pulse whilst you're searching.
Right, I back up the stairs very quickly.
Okay, so you come back up the stairs just as you hear the door closing as the two step out into the area. You come up the stairs to find these two now. You've cleaned up your oils, cream.
Right, guys, get your stuff together. Now.
What was it?
Small guy, massive dog, the barman's dead. I think we need to go.
Holy.
Okay, that's
Who was saying about the man with the black dog?
that would be the woman in the apothecary. Sorry. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Good.
Okay, how do we do this?
Go into your rooms, grab your stuff, put your bag on your back.
You don't really have any stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Okay, can I run into my room quickly,
Yeah.
grab my stuff,
You
get it
kind of grab your boots on,
Yeah.
you grab your backpack, and come back out.
I've just hopped down, not hopped, but gone down the stairs. Just gone down the stairs already, and
Yeah.
And then can I do a check as well, just natural, like, what the fuck, on the...
Yeah, make a medicine check as you run up to the barman.
critical fail.
Critical fail. You can't find a pulse either. It seems you can naturally see as you both look that he's not actually breathing. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
that you're. It's also you can't find a pulse at this point.
Can I join him and just have a quick look around the bar to see if I can see any clues or
Yeah,
evidence what's going on?
Make a investigation check around the
Wait, what?
investigation.
16.
16. You can't see anything that seems to be out of place. There's a couple of smashed glasses. There's not a lot of debris around the area. It just seems like he's been thrown onto the bar and then he's slumped down onto the floor. You're not
Can
sure.
I check his body for any incriminating notes?
With your current investigation check that you were using, we'll go off that. There's nothing on the body that you can find that is incriminating. You find about 35 gold pieces. You find just general kind of like trinkets of like a small medallion on his neck. But other than that, there's not a lot on him.
I leave everything on him and I go over to the door and just peek outside.
Okay.
Do you want
Make
another?
make a perception check once you look out to the...
11.
Okay, so as you come to the door, you start to notice that the sun is just starting to rise, but there's still a fair amount of darkness, so you can just about make out the outline of the dog and the small creature going into the bazaar. Thank you for listening to the Alignment Unknown podcast. The players were Adam Unwin as Brandis Thorn, Kirsty Mealing as Rinwen Thaslananel, and Kyra Leigh as Punch. DM'd by Steve Archer. All music was performed by Kevin MacLeod and can be found at incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 licensing. For more information on this, go to creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0. All of these links can be found in the description of the episode. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.